Social medias are large. R.
This is the coolest intro music to any stream.
Right? It's good stuff. I had some fun finding it, various libraries. Happy Halloween to everybody who's joining us now.
Oh yeah. It's Halloween today?
Right? This is just how we land normally. I've got buttons on me jacket. It's dark here now, so I'm not sure what the kids, but yes. We got audio and visual live. Come on, JD. Welcome back, please. We're gonna play some Monster first. A couple more seconds. We'll get the hype train for the night train.
I'm so excited about their stream tonight. John Doom has good transition. John Doom got me sold on Lost Colony, and now Trisha and all of her friends, including Lily, who played in our horrid Headstone Hill game, where I'm starting a Lost Colony game for them.
Nice. Well, you got to meet John Doom in person, right?
I did. I also can confirm that he and Chris Valentine are two different people.
They're both real boys, though.
They are. Yeah.
Hannibal says hi. Yes, I know.
Time to dissolve some rocks with vinegar and then invade Italy, Hannibal.
Right. I just love that, the actual Hannibal, he used to invade Italy and they didn't even get rid of him for years. He was there for a decade or whatever.
No,
okay, fine. We're gonna have to just go back and sack Carthage while you're not there, and then they'll make you come home.
Right, and then you had was it a consul or a dictator who basically engaged in a multi-year campaign of not going to touch it, and just kept moving around central Italy. As we'll lose if we fight you, but if we just kite you around Italy like some sort of MMO tank, we can keep Hannibal occupied.
I love history. Happy Halloween, everybody. Happy Halloween, Feargrounds, and Christian Serrano. Christian Serrano, I got to meet him in person.
I got to meet him in person, which was awesome.
All right. I'm so sad I didn't get to meet, show up at GameholeCon. But hey, a little hot tip for those of you who are joining us this Halloween. We will most likely be going back to GameholeCon next year. So as soon as they announce dates, grab your hotels. And I'm for sure going next year, barring
I am too.
Catastrophes.
Yeah.
And
what movie are you watching, Kristen?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go watch Dr. Sleep after this. I have not seen Dr.
Sleep is good.
Good. I just.
That's where I got introduced to the whole Murphy Flanagan verse. He's big now with the. Last year was Midnight Mass. I just watched that this week for the first time.
Yeah,
good. I really like their take on their take on trick or treaters, guys. So I will be back. JM can take it. And
I'm gonna run it. I'll tell you guys why we're here. But first of all, the Flanagan verse, man, he's supposed to be able to do he's trying to get the Dark Tower onto television, and I think that would just be amazing. So we're here tonight because there is 2 days left in Night Train, and for those of you who are wondering what is in Night Train, the Knights of the Smith Dinner Table are going to be running a one-shot of Night Train tonight in about 26 minutes. So our goal is to gather as many people as we can and then raid into their channel as soon as the train takes off. I have been in contact with DM James, and he has prepped a lot of cool things. He's going to be in costume. There are some great maps that he has worked with. I'm very excited to see what DM James does with that. So my wife and I have this deal. Every Christmas, every December, she makes me watch just a bunch of Hallmark Christmas movies. And so about 2 years ago, I was like, all right, well then in October, you have to watch horror movies with me. So this year we did original Friday the 13th, original Nightmare on Elm Street. We did It. We just finished up It Part 1 and 2. What else have we done? Totally Killer, which was surprisingly good. Who knew that Mike Myers meets Back to the Future would be a good mashup, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. Landauer and I have started into 30 Coin Season 2, and that was just fantastic. Yes, there was a series already in the works, and then it got dropped and it got changed, and now Flanagan is like in charge of it. I am next year is probably my 4th or 5th time through the Dark Tower series, and I've read a bunch of the ancillary books. I like how I refer to things like It and The Stand and Insomnia as ancillary books to the Dark Tower. Ready
Those
to go
are
back.
books, but aren't they also the list of your symptoms for just being you?
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I can stand. I have It. Insomnia. Yeah, that's fair. I have been referred to as a Dark Tower by no one. I think I told somebody I stole from Community. Someone asked at Gamehole Con, what's it like being so tall? Because I could like see over, like all the way down to the end of the dealer hall, and I could, and I was like, it's sort of like being the Statue of Liberty. I'm so tall that people mistake me and they come and huddle their masses around me.
Oh, masses, yearning to breathe free.
That's right.
Oh yeah, 30 Monedas is perfecto. Oh, it's so good, so good. Love that show. They've got Paul Giamatti joining second season. We haven't really seen him
as
yet,
the bad guy.
I'm excited. I'm so excited.
Oh, thanks. Now somebody has literally called me a real Dark Tower. Thank you, John Doom. I appreciate you and the hive mind that has become Crypt Doom Razor, I think is what we called it. John Doom, Crip Wright, and Tinker Hellraiser have merged into one online Gestalt persona.
Why am I not part of this portmanteau?
You totally can be, apparently. The new Fright Night, the remake is surprisingly good, but the one that Trish and I watched, I've watched it 4 times now, and it's so good. It's so good, it angers me. The new Hellraiser is beautiful. It's amazing start to finish. They took the Cenobites and essentially made them the Fae of a dark fairy tale.
Ooh.
And it's so good that I'm like, why the hell did Hellraiser get such a perfect remake when all of these other things just fall? And it's because the director was like, listen, they brought Clive Barker back on. They only referenced the first 2 movies. And he was like, I didn't want to change anything about the first 2 movies, but I kind of pried apart some of the questions I had and I filled it with new lore. And like, that's what I want to see in Random Nerddom. Highly recommend the new Hellraiser. Start to finish, just great. And the director understands that a good horror movie, you don't show things early on. Like I would, it a la Alien, where you don't really see the alien once it pops out of the, once it bursts out of the chest. You only catch glimpses. And so the Cenobites are in shadows. They're distorted because people are kind of in altered states when they're viewing them. Just now, have you seen Fright Night? Neither of them?
No.
Oh man, you've got to watch. They're both great. The new Fright Night, though, is again just a ridiculously good remake. Like everyone involved, just wonderful. I think it has. I think Colin Farrell plays the vampire.
Oh, really? That's cool.
Just out of nowhere, delightful.
Yeah. No, our list of like things we have to watch together is like it grows.
The Pope's Exorcist. As soon as 30 Coins is done, we're watching the Pope's Exorcist and Ninth Gate.
Yes. Okay.
And I've got to see the second one, but watched The Nun, which is in the Conjuring verse.
Yeah,
and
I love the Conjuring verse.
Good. Yeah.
Yeah.
You missed everything, Tink. Just everything. We're about to sign off and never.
No, it's good. I've got like all the links. So like, let me get my. Sorry guys, I got to keep one ear open in case I get trick or treaters because it's still like trick or treat time over here, and we have like cute little kids in costumes, and you can't disappoint them. And
I mean, I can, but I have a sick wife and decided that spreading, respiratory virus was not what I wanted to give to.
Yeah, you guys so you got a hard year. It's like between your kid breaking his back, you trying to kill yourself with meningitis, and now Trish is like the third 3 for 3 on going down with like hospital visits. Like, you guys,
John Doom.
What Native American burial ground did you build your house on?
It's Texas.
That's true. All of it, yes, yeah, all of the above.
John Doom wants to come watch movies with us when we watch The Pope's Exorcist. So I think we just make that happen. Yeah.
Yep. Cool.
Like Savage Worlds movie night. I like it. Right?
Yeah. Unlicensed. Don't sue us. Stream over Google Hangouts. Whatevs.
Yeah.
I mean, we pay for HBO, so we're fine.
So Tink is talking about there's a graveyard scene in The Nun that is just, it is properly like claustrophobic, demonic graveyard, perfectly terrifying. We're adding this movie to the list.
I mean, totally.
We're not just watching movies, people. We have like a Savage World focus for it, but.
Oh, I know. I mean, it's totally part of like JM and I. Like, we need to write a setting or 3. I'm like, this is just research for fun.
It's just research.
So it's totally. We can write this off on our taxes.
Yes, that's how I write off my HBO subscription on my taxes.
Right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we are here. So we're excited. Knights of the Smith Dinner Table at the top of the hour is going to be running a Night Train one-shot. So if you don't know what Night Train is, like, here's a link in the chat. Night Train is the 25th anniversary of John Goff's amazing, horrific, dread, and beloved deadliest adventure for Deadlands ever.
And you and I went around the woodshed about dread being the proper adjective.
Right. And it could be dreaded,
it is.
But I mean, just being slightly grammar fascist and pedantic. Dreaded only describes how it's received.
Mm-hmm.
But dread also means that it is supposed to inspire feelings of.
I called BS on your reasoning, and then I went and talked to my wife, Trisha, who's the editor, or who is an editor, not the editor of Night Train, and she's like, no, that's correct.
Yep. Yeah.
Point to Landauer. I got to interview John Goff on Beyond the Table. For the Iconic channel. It was great.
He's great. He's so much fun.
He gave a lot of dirt on Shane, so go check out.
He knows all the secrets. He was there in the college years. It's like,
yes.
If you want to trust somebody, it's someone who's seen you in college. That's for some of us the peak, other people, the nadir.
Yep.
So check out the Kickstarter. The Kickstarter has gone fantastic.
Amazing.
Let me just share. Let me pop out of behind the scenes mode and let me share the window with you folks so you can see it. Let's see. Come back to me. Share screen.
We are close to breaking $120,000 on this one.
Yeah, that's great. And like, if we could reach 2,000 backers, oh my God, it'd be just. We're already at 1897. So we just need 103. 103. Hey Shane. Yeah. No. I mean, John Goff knows where you live, sir.
Yeah,
knows where
Shane, you just have to come on or beyond the table now and correct the lies. This is how I'm going to get more people on this show.
Right? Emotional blackmail. Come defend yourself. That great movie, Defend Your Life. It was, anyways. So yes, you can see at the top the dread and beloved, and we are just kissing 120K and almost 1,900 backers. Could we get 100 more backers in 47 hours? That'd be amazing. So guys, share this. And if you are a backer, share it on your socials. It is a perfect thing to pick up in the Halloween spirit. One, it's a gimme. It's like one of the most fantastic Deadlands adventures. It is just now being brought into Savage Worlds for the first time. And we are throwing in, I will do this slow because the boss is apparently watching. And I like your beard, boss. Looks good on you. Give it 3 months. Don't shave. We are throwing in. So all this great stuff. It's a box set. There's 2 big maps, double-sided trains. There's wanted posters. There's toe tags.
Toe tags, which is amazing.
Yeah, kind of fun. And that was totally John Goff. He started giving those out at conventions for all of the characters, not the players he killed. But the great part, let me get down to the art.
Hey, Crip, right?
we are giving everybody who backs a Deadlands dime novel full of, I think, 10 stories. The list of authors is amazing. It's like Shane Hensley, John Goff, Matt Forback, Timothy Bryan Brown, Lester Smith, John Wick. It's a great list of authors.
The Assassin?
Just
No, I'm just
10 of
kidding.
them, and it's free. It's like $25 retail, and you get it for free. So it's like this is a gimme campaign, and so yeah, go back the campaign if you haven't. It's perfect for Halloween. It is one of the highlights of Deadlands. John Goff, who if you don't know, is one of the inspirations that got Shane into RPGs. Yes, dime novel collection.
Collection. There you go, Landauer. Doomright Razor. That is their Gestalt name, and
okay, so Doomright Razor Hour, Land Doomright Razor. I can't. I think there's already too many of this party, guys. I feel a little left out, but you won't feel left out if you back the Night Train Kickstarter. 2 days left. It's closing on Thursday. We're going to do a final hour stream where we will be sharing secrets of wonderful things to come. But this is definitely a don't miss. It's one of our favorites. It is an almost immortalized adventure, and it's got great new art. The maps, the pawns. Everyone loves the pawns.
Yeah.
If you like trains, like there are certain other awesome train featuring / centric Savage Worlds / Deadlands properties coming in the near future. So if you want to start a little train collection on how to rob trains, derail trains, if
you've been into miniature training,
resurrect trains full of Nosferatu, now's the place to start with that because it's going to be awesome. And so check out that Kickstarter. The lovely folks at Knights of the Smith Dinner Table are going to do a one shot. We gave them an advanced copy of the new updated thing, and they're going to play that tonight. And oh, look, here we go. VT Rich. Shane just says he was in John Goff's college campaign. Look at this.
Wow.
We are bringing the gang back together here on Halloween. I'm honored to. Okay. So VT Rich, you got to give us, you got to give us some dirt on the boss. Like, give us some stuff. We may or may not post it on screen, depending on how juicy it is.
Now with the Night Train
royalty, first Deadlands playtest.
Oh, that's awesome.
I mean, I've got a Deadlands poster, but I am not cool enough to be there for the first Deadlands playtest. That's amazing. So yes, Deadlands, over 25 years old. Super excited that you guys have ridden this train as long as you have, and that's the first exciting thing. There we go. Look at all this wholesomeness. Yes, that is the plan. You're doing it right. If you all die, if you don't all die, probably the crazy out of the box or the dice were just in your favor. It's not exactly. It would be a mistake if you have hey, we've been playing Deadlands for 15 years. We've got a group of legendary characters we all love, and they're heroic and they're just well respected and then let's just take them through the night. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't. No.
Now, because of the Night Train Kickstarter ending stream, Savage Universe is going to be going live at 8:30 on Thursday, as opposed to 7:30 or 7 o'clock Eastern, because everybody wants to be on the hype for the end of the campaign.
Yes, the final hour stream. So we'll give you a couple little previews of stuff also. So in addition to the Night Train that's going on today in the newsletter. So if you don't follow our newsletter, go to peginc.com/newsletter, sign up. But here's a little link, and JM knows all about this because he had the honor and privilege, and thank you for doing the work, sir, of running this at GameholeCon.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. Doomguard opens a new tab. No, do not click on that. No.
You want me to talk about Doomguard?
Yes. So what is Doomguard, sir?
So I got to playtest and run. I probably ran 3 dozen playtests, little short things, demos of Doomguard, which is the Superheroes versus Cthulhu board game that is coming out from Pinnacle. We got to actually play with a prototype version. So we had minis, we had cards, we had all of the location tiles, we had actual boards. It's gorgeous. John Doom and Cryptwright got to see it at Gamehole Con. We got a couple of pictures. I think I sent them to you, Landauer, for us to use, of John Doom in the middle of rolling dice to attack some Cthulhu.
Yeah, we'll show it during the last hour stream, so John Doom can be famous.
That's
we'll get his permission to show his face. The cryptic John Doom and his cousin. Like the Doom genes are strong in the family.
The Doom genes are strong. Yes. If you've seen one Doom, you've seen them all. So yeah, it is a cooperative board game where the Doomguard are heroes and villains who have come together to fight this existential threat, and each superhero has their own unique deck of cards. So, the Gadgeteer has a bunch of gadgets in it, while the Speedster, Echo 6 has a bunch of super speed abilities. And as you're going around, you're trying to complete a scenario. So you have a scenario action that you are attempting to complete in order to stop Cthulhu at this time. Well, as corruption grows, buildings can become corrupted, which means they have different actions you can take there, or they may just have different negative global effects that go on. And when heroes get corruption, they go from normal to crazed. And the idea is when you're crazed, you can't focus on anything but attacking people. So you can't take the scenario action. So you're not contributing to the group's race against time to stop Cthulhu. You have
saving bystanders, saving buildings.
You can't
ending cultists.
You can, and you use a crazed deck. And so one of the things we noticed about the crazed deck is your main deck has solo cards, which you play on your turn, but then you also have teamwork and Doomguard cards, which you can play on other people's turns. You don't have any teamwork cards in your crazed deck because you're just focused you're in a berserk rage. And Mike did a great job. Everyone's get rid of corruption ability is very thematic. So Echo 6 has to go to 3 different locations in one turn. So she runs it off. The Pyromaniac, the Pyrotechnic, Pyrokinetic, I think is the word I was actually looking for, sets everyone, heroes and allies and enemies, ablaze within a certain radius as he just burns the corruption out of his system. It's a lot of fun. I think we were saying the average runtime once you get set up and learn the game is 90 minutes a scenario?
I think so. That's about right.
Yeah. And it's got a lot of replayability. So as you complete scenarios, you'll add new cards to the Cthulhu deck. You'll add new cards to your hero deck. But if you need to reset back to start, you just pull out the cards that are marked and you're ready to start scenario 1 again. Or you can just pack up after you complete a scenario, add the cards, and you're ready to go. And the other thing that adds to replayability is depending on what locations are drawn, what minions are chosen, because each type of minion affects the game in a different and unique way. So cultists corrupt locations, while Chthonians destroy locations. So yeah, it was a lot of fun, ran a lot of demos. People are really excited about it. The art is gorgeous. The components are gorgeous. Very excited about.
Yeah, it's a really good time. It is a 2 to 5 player. It is cooperative. It is superheroes and villains teaming up against Cthulhu and the Elder Gods. There's also some fun expansions from different kind of style of enemy properties, and that we'll get to in the campaign. But if you guys go to pegging.com/Doomguard, or the longer link I put, it'll take you to this page. And so the cool thing about GameFound, so we're looking to launch this in January on GameFound, so very soon, is if you go and follow the campaign now on GameFound, if you then come back and back during the campaign, it'll let us know that you followed the campaign before. And there's no obligation to follow, but if you do follow and then back, we will give you a free variant mini of one of the characters.
Yeah. So one of the characters is Ogre, and she is kind of the battle suit villain. And when she gets crazed on the flip side, on her crazed side of the board, she gets out of her super suit and takes to the streets with a shotgun. Her quote is, "I know it's cliche, but no one who has seen my face can live."
Yes.
And so that's the variant mini. Like when you're playing Ogre and Ogre becomes crazed, you can switch out the battle suit for this 17-year-old with a shotgun. It's awesome.
Yeah, so it's really the characters are really fun. It's a kind of a great mix. The sculpts are pretty gorgeous. So it's been a lot of fun watching Shane and Mike and Simon kind of spearhead the effort on this. I got to play it, Cheyenne Wright, and I got to descend on Shane's house about a month ago, and we got to play test it, and it's a lot of fun. So yeah, here's the ogre in her suit.
It's a great looking mini.
You might recognize this from our Superpowers Companion campaign. We actually have some Doomguard adventures in there, and so that's a great little introduction for the folks who want to get into the Doomguard world. Even before we get going, if you didn't back the Superpowers campaign, you can go and pick this up at peginc.com and get a little preview. But this art was part of that campaign, and here's a cultist. I just love the art and the mini on these, so it's a very fun game, very enjoyable. It's one of the really cool things about the game is that you get dealt a hand of cards that you can kind of cycle through, and different characters, different of the Guardians play these differently. But you are actively engaged in helping out your team, even when it's not your active turn to be moving and doing actions with your character. You can play your cards and do other things that can really strategically help everybody. Yeah. And so it is kind of fun watching and participating when it's not just your turn on figuring out like how can we get that character moved across the board as fast as possible, or with the amount of action points we have. And hey, look, here's an option on my character. It'll let us teleport and switch places. So you can come over here, I can go over there. We actually use that. There's one really great scenario where pretty much like evil Superman shows up, and that enemy is like a force of nature. You really can't harm them. They are they're a plot device, and they kind of, when they camp on one of the locations in the city, you're taking a lot of damage if you're there, and you really can't get away because you don't want to take the free attack if you leave. But you can swap players in and out, and that the weak player who's stuck there doesn't have to suffer the consequences of the attack of opportunity. So we were clever and played some of those cards, and so it really is engaging. The turns are a little more involved, so it's not super fast. I think it's just the right amount of tactics and participation. So you're always engaged. There's never really any like I'm going to go ignore the game when it's not my turn, and then you come back and you don't know what's going on. It's a very engaging.
But it's also not a slog.
No, it's not.
The turns move quickly. Right,
and so basically, guys, follow the campaign. I'll throw the link up on the screen one more time. peginc.com/Doomguard is an easy one to get it to. So let me see. The stop sharing button is right where I have to type. So peginc.com/Doomguard. So we're excited about that. Hopefully the Doomguard will take off as a board game in the new year for us, and might even lead to a Deadlands board game in the future if all things go well. So for all the Deadlands fans, definitely give us a look on that. So peginc.com/Doomguard. It should take you to the Game Found page. But give us a follow, and then if you do decide to back, you get that free miniature. So super exciting there. So that's one thing we got to share. And how much time we got? I think
we got 1 minute. 1 minute till the train rolls out of the station. But we got to talk about the other thing, man. I mean, Chris, we can't just you can't just say we're going to talk about it.
So this is super simple, guys. Our friends at Palladium just launched a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Redux edition. It's not Savage Worlds. That's not part of the license. So I know that's the first question is like, hey, will it come to Savage Worlds? Not during this campaign, if ever. We're not sure, but if this campaign goes well, doors open and opportunities arise. But we are excited for them. Yes. Sean Roberson is great. He's the Rifts line manager for Savage Rifts, and they're doing a great job over there at Palladium. So we'll just drop a little link in there if you guys want to. I love this opens and new tab stuff. This is. No, I don't want opens and new tab at the end of all my links, guys. So of course, the copy paste. So anyways, guys, check that out. That's a great little campaign. Lots of fun. They're already funded. It's over 250,000 in the first day, and maybe 300 already by now. Give it a look. It's fun.
Yeah.
So other than that, Hype Train, Knights of the Smith Dinner Table, they will be joining us on Thursday after our big final hour on the Night Train Kickstarter stream. There are only 48 hours, 47, maybe 46 hours left on that campaign. So back Night Train, it's great. And then enjoy the actual play tonight.
Have fun, Random Nerdum. He's playing in the stream.
Oh, that's amazing. So yeah, I am going to go over. Let me get the raid set up. So everybody who's on, who's in our Twitch, we're going to be raiding them right now. Other than that, if you here's the link, folks. So before we go and raid, let me get you the whole link for those who are watching elsewhere.
Don't open it in a new tab.
Right. I will read that. Okay. So here's the link for anyone who wants to enjoy the Knights of the Smith Dinner Table live stream, actual play going on right now. And we're going to do a raid. But other than that, folks, it's been a lot of fun. Have a happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Hope you guys enjoyed the candy, got dressed up like Jay and I. It made the kids happy. You can make everybody happy. Get in on the Night Train. Look out for Doomguard. Enjoy some turtles. And then we will see you on Thursday for the final hour of the Kickstarter. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Happy Halloween, everybody.
Okay, so raid. Knights Smith Dinner Table. Let's get this going, folks. I think I did that right. There we go.
All right.
We'll give the raid a couple seconds to queue up before we cancel the stream so we get everyone in. But we appreciate you. Happy Halloween, everybody.
Yeah. Have a good one.